We think we know the Roman baths. Grand, public, loud, a place of business and exercise. But there is another story, a quieter one, a secret one. It unfolds not under vast vaulted ceilings but behind closed ornate doors. In the private chambers of the elite, the baths transformed into a world of intimacy, sensuality, and whispered power. This is the story of water not for the crowd, but for the individual, for the lover, the conspirator, the seeker of beauty. A world where steam hid more than just bodies, it hid truths. Secret. The encounter. Second, the encounter. The inherent sensuality of the baths made them a perfect backdrop for romance. Poets like Ovid even recommended them as a place to meet a lover. In a private setting, a married couple could reconnect in a space dedicated to shared pleasure and relaxation. But the steamy, dimly lit atmosphere also provided the perfect cover for clandestine affairs. A prearranged chance meeting in a rented private bath was the ultimate discretion. The warm water, the disrobing of social status, the closeness, it broke down barriers. In this liquid, warm space, connections were formed that were as fluid and powerful as the water itself. Secret 3. The ritual. Third, the ritual. Bathing was not a mere functional act. It was a prolonged, sensual ritual of self-care. For men, it involved being thoroughly scraped clean with a curved strigil after being coated in oil. It was a physical and almost social rebirth. For women, it was an elaborate ceremony. They might bathe in ass's milk, like Cleopatra, or use perfumed unguents from the farthest reaches of the empire. Hair would be styled, skin softened with pumice, and bodies anointed with precious scents. This was about transforming the self into an object of beauty and desire, a living testament to wealth and refinement. The goal was to emerge not just clean, but divine. Secret 4. The scandal. Fourth, the scandal. Mixed bathing. In public, it was a constant source of outrage for moralists. Emperors repeatedly tried to ban it, which only proves how popular and persistent it was. Critics wrote of debauchery and the loss of virtue in the steamy pools. But in the private sphere, the elite made their own rules. A sophisticated dinner party for close friends might very well conclude with a mixed bathing session. Here, men and women could socialize, flirt, and converse in a state of relaxed vulnerability that was unthinkable in the formal dining room. The private bath turned a public scandal into a mark of privileged, liberal sophistication. Secret 5. The intrigue. Fifth and finally, the intrigue. The baths were the social network of the ancient world, and the private baths were its encrypted channel. Stripped of their togas, the walking billboards of their rank and status, men were at their most equal and most vulnerable. This was where true political business could be done. A senator might gauge the loyalty of a client. A general might sound out support for a coup, all under the guise of casual relaxation. For women, it was the hub of social intelligence. Marriages were negotiated, reputations meticulously crafted or deliberately ruined. A secret shared in the steam could become a weapon in the social wars the next day. The bath was a hotbed of gossip, espionage, and strategy. So, the Roman bath was a chameleon. To the public, it was a marvel of engineering and a pillar of civic life. But in private, it revealed the inner life of Rome. It was a spa, a lover's lane, a beauty salon, a bipartisan backroom, and an intelligence agency. It spoke of a culture that valued the civic body, but also craved private connection, that preached public morality, but indulged in hidden pleasures. The water that flowed from the aqueducts nourished the city's body, but in these secret, steamy rooms, it nourished the city's heart, its passions, and its darkest, most human ambitions. The legacy of Rome isn't just in its stones, but in the echoes left in the quiet steam of its most private spaces.